Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Now, you guys know that I do main collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have been for years now, but something interesting that I've been discovering is that sometimes when I do these mini readings outside of those main collective readings, the messages that come through feel so specific and powerful. I feel like they are a nice complement to those broader, more generalized main readings that we do to just kind of tap into the general collective energy. Because these mini readings really allow us to pick up on specific threads of energy that may, yes, only connect with a smaller group of people, but we can also go much deeper into the energy and the messages for that group. So with these readings, I really recommend to only take what connects for you personally, because I do channel through a lot of different people, information, scenarios, etc. in different reading videos. So only take what connects for you personally. If this one doesn't resonate, of course, I have many other videos, and maybe some other title will call out to you in a personal way and contain a message for you. So thank you for being here with me as a co-creator on the channel. I am so grateful for our beautiful community that we are building here. And I am so grateful for the way that so many of you share your personal stories and thoughts and inspirational messages in the comments section. So if you do feel guided to share anything of that nature, I would love to hear from you in the comments. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. For some reason, I saw the number 777. I also saw that emoji symbol that looks almost like gold sparkles. Maybe that's significant to someone. Maybe that's an emoji that you've used with a specific person or just relevant to your life in some way. So let's go ahead and shuffle the cards. It's interesting. I got the need to sigh. So it's almost like someone felt overwhelmed and had to take a breath. And it's interesting because right before I did this reading, I felt that we were going to be channeling into the energy of a masculine who disconnected very suddenly and abruptly recently from a divine feminine. And I'm hearing they changed 180, or they seemed to change 180 on the surface and how they were communicating with you, how they were interacting with you. It felt like something massive shifted in their energy. And I'm getting the word secrets. So what I'm picking up here is, while they may have seemed to just completely go cold or disconnect abruptly in the physical world, again, just for the specific group I'm channeling into here, this reading will not be for everyone. But if that happened to you recently, and that's why you were drawn to this video, I feel like there is so much more to the story. And that's actually what brought you to this video to begin with, because the reason you've been intuitively hung up on this situation or this person may be wondering, why did they disconnect so suddenly? Why did this change? It's because your subconscious already knows that there's a lot more to the story than what this person has openly disclosed to you. There's something very secretive around their energy, but not in a malicious way. This secretiveness, actually, the word embarrassment is coming out. Like there's something that happened in their life that has been very difficult to deal with, that they're actually feeling embarrassed about, or that they've been struggling with, that they feel like they can't open up about. And I'm hearing, instead of being around someone who could just see right through them, they chose to completely alter their behavior, their communication, or distance themselves because they weren't ready to disclose this information. And they also knew that if they were to keep communicating with you in the same way, that information would just come out naturally, because you have that beautiful effect on people. You naturally draw out the truth in other people. Yeah, the strange thing here with happy family in the upright position is I'm hearing you are who they see a future with. I feel like this person has actually imagined you as their future spouse or someone that they would be in a serious relationship with in the future. But I keep hearing spouse, like husband, wife. This is someone, a masculine, who thought, for example, if you are a woman who is the divine feminine, which of course a man can also embody divine feminine energy, but if you are a woman embodying divine feminine energy, I feel this masculine saying, this is my wife. Like, that's what they were thinking to themselves. It's strange. They're almost saying like they feel like God indicated to them or told them that you were meant to be their spouse. You were meant to be their husband or their wife. It's like they almost feel like they received some kind of spiritual confirmation around you. And I keep picking up that this person had some kind of like prophetic dream, or maybe they had a mystical experience around you or your energy that they've never shared with you, whether it was a dream, a precognition, maybe they knew your name before they met you, or when they first saw you, your energy like literally lit up to them. I feel like this person actually received some kind of mystical sign when they encountered you or when they met you, but you actually don't know about this consciously, most likely. I don't feel this person actually shared this with you. They didn't want to look crazy in their words. I feel like this is very out of the ordinary for them to have such a mystical experience. In fact, it seems like they've only ever really had this kind of experience with you. And I'm just getting the sense that when they met you with Journey in the reverse, they felt like they had found everything they'd ever wanted in a person. Like a journey had come to an end, a journey of looking for someone. They always had this sense that they were looking for someone in every crowd. And now, since meeting you, they feel like that person is you. But I saw the number 717, by the way. But I'm getting that if you're listening to this, it's very confusing to hear this because this person's behavior seems to be so much the opposite in the physical world. So I want to know, why did this person's behavior change? Okay, we have the strategy card. This person may be a Libra or a Virgo, or they may have some of that energy in their chart. I'm also getting Capricorn energy as well. I feel like this is someone who really wants to have some kind of a clear plan when it comes to you, or they had a plan, but that plan fell through because of unexpected circumstances on their end in their life that they're embarrassed about, that they haven't been fully open about. I get the sense of sudden financial hardship or suddenly losing something, whether it's a loss of a job, a loss of a certain situation, a person in their life. I just get the sense that this person is or has been spiraling, like trying to hold it together. But in order to do that, they've had to kind of close off their heart a little bit to focus on processing some kind of really heavy emotion. And I'm hearing, I don't want to bring you into it. So it's almost like this person feels like they had this perfect plan for how the two of you were supposed to meet, connect, move forward, and everything was going just perfectly according to plan until certain things happened in their life that like completely ripped that plan to shreds in their mind. Yeah, these storms came into their life with storm warning, and it's like they don't know how to recover from this destruction of their own plan. This may be someone who's very much a perfectionist, someone who really likes things to be a certain way. They may be very clean when it comes to their space, very tidy, very organized is kind of the energy that I'm getting from this particular person. And when it came to you, it felt like you checked all of their boxes. Everything was tied up neatly. Everything was going according to plan. You didn't even probably know about this plan, by the way, but I feel this person had like an idea of how this was going to progress, when this was going to progress, and suddenly storms of chaos ensued in their life that you most likely don't even know the details of, although I feel that intuitively you've sensed that this person has been going through a lot. I feel you even tried to help them to open up. Maybe you asked them if they were okay or if you could do anything for them, but that just caused them to shut down even more. It's because of that embarrassment. They see you as perfect. They really idealize you. And now, because of this chaos in their own life, they feel like their own imperfection is showing. And it's making them just want to shut down completely. But the strange thing is, in the back of their mind, they're still telling themselves that you are their end goal, you are their dream person, and that somehow, some way, they're going to get their life together and circle back to you. But they feel a lot of anxiety because every day it's like they sense that they're pushing you away further. It's almost like someone deeply conflicted within themselves, where part of them is watching themselves pushing you away further, but then they can't help but do that because they're feeling so kind of overwhelmed by this chaos in their life. We have the mirroring card, reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds, and loss. Yeah, this could be a twin flame for you. I'm hearing this person doesn't even understand how much you relate. Of course, this does not have to be a twin flame for everyone. But what I'm getting here is you've actually been through a lot of loss in your own life. You've been through a total deconstruction of the person that you used to be through an intensive spiritual awakening. But this masculine may not even realize just how much you can actually relate to their current situation. I get the sense that they are now currently going through a sense of loss in their life that they've been secretive about because they think that your life has always been perfect. They don't realize you've gone through similar scenarios of loss in your past. And the two of you connecting in part was, well, the spiritual plan behind that on a higher level in part was for you to be a spiritual guide for this person during a difficult time. But I'm getting it's an equal exchange. There's something that they were bringing to you too. I'm hearing this person may have revived a forgotten dream within you or a part of yourself that you had fragmented or lost. They brought up to the surface. They may have helped you to, I'm hearing, to feel more human again. As strange as that sounds, maybe you'd been really focused on emotional healing, on your spiritual journey, which of course is beautiful and important. But along the way, you may have lost a sense of just allowing yourself to have fun and enjoy life and be present with your life, that human part of yourself. And I feel somehow the entrance of this masculine in your life may have actually allowed you to connect with more of that sacral chakra energy, with that in the moment kind of flow state energy. And in the process, they may have stimulated a lot of your creativity as well, because the sacral chakra is, of course, also the seat of creativity as well. We have fifth dimension and union. So I feel that I'm hearing this person is still deeply committed to you on a soul level. It's like in their mind, they are just putting this on the back burner or putting this on hold so that they can sort through this chaos in their life with the thought that they're going to circle back to this. Or I'm hearing find you again on a better timeline is like what they're telling themselves. I actually feel this person is very disinterested in anyone besides you, because I'm getting that when they did disconnect so suddenly, your first thought may have been, well, there must be someone else. But I feel this person's soul saying that it's very much the opposite. They don't really see a point in dating at the moment when they feel they've already found everything that they were looking for in you. It's just that right now, what they're really doing is trying to balance this chaos in their life. They truly feel like they can't actively give you the emotional care and the support that you deserve at the moment, because so much of their world is in chaos and so much of their emotional capacity is filled with dealing with that chaos in their life. Can I get any more information on who this person is? Yeah, in their own mind, this masculine feels as though they are building themselves up to become the most powerful version of themselves so that they can circle back to you and to this connection. Now, of course, I'm never advocating to wait for anyone or anything like that. Always follow your heart, listen to your intuition, do what feels most aligned for you. But it feels like this is a masculine who sees you being their ultimate end goal, being the feminine who connects with the highest version of themselves. And so they think that they're doing you a favor by just focusing on healing and expanding and growing and building themselves into that most powerful version so that they can then reconnect with you. Even though, of course, I feel in a sense, if they were to open up to you emotionally, at the moment, you would be able to guide and support them through this difficult situation in their life. I just feel like there's some element of embarrassment here. I keep coming back to that, but there's something that this person feels uncomfortable sharing because they're afraid that it makes them look weak, is what I'm picking up on here. And again, they think your life is perfect and they're unaware of the hardship that you've been through. I'm hearing you look very different than your past. And what I mean by that is you have this grace about you, this flow, this effortlessness, this beauty about your energy that would shock people because they would never guess that that had been born out of the excruciating, challenging, soul refining circumstances and events that you've gone through in the past and in your life. So it's almost like this person sees your beauty and your magnetism and sees you as like, they almost idealize you as perfect, but they don't realize how much you've actually gone through to become the person that you are, how deeply empathic and empathetic you're able to be because of how many lives you've lived, even within this one lifetime. I feel like you are a person who has played many different roles. You've worn many different hats. You've been in many different types of scenarios or jobs or situations or life paths or whatever you want to call it in this life. I feel like you've been pushed to develop so many different aspects of yourself that this person may be completely unaware of. I mean, their soul senses it, but their logical mind is struggling to trust that enough in order to open up some of their own darkness to you. So I really hope this was helpful. I'm going to share a little bit more from this person. But first, if this message is connecting, I really recommend checking out my Quantum Connection Subliminal from the Sound and Soulful app. If you already are a member on the app, then you can find it just by searching Quantum Connection in the app. This one is really new. I created it just a few weeks ago, and I've already seen some really powerful results from using it, even just in terms of people I'm aligning with, connections that are coming in, opportunities. And I know that many of you have shared this as well, because this subliminal is supercharged with 100 affirmations, and it's really designed to connect you with the people who are truly aligned for you and good for your soul. But in this case, it can also be used to assist you in deepening and harmonizing a bond with a person that you desire to connect with more in the physical realm. So if that is your goal in this case, it can work towards that end as well. But it's also just a really powerful subliminal to incorporate in your playlists and your daily energy clearing and manifesting routines as well. You will really begin to feel a lot of synchronicity happening, a lot of magnetism taking place in your life, most likely just in a few days of using it. And you can try it out completely free when you create a free trial account in the app if you don't have it already. So I will be leaving all that information underneath the video. But let's go ahead and pull a few final messages from this person. So what else does this masculine want to say? Archangel Michael, protection, divine intervention. Yeah, this could be someone who's traditionally religious or spiritually minded in some way. I feel like they're a very spiritually deep person, even if they're not necessarily always vocal about those thoughts or beliefs. I feel like they are a quiet, contemplative thinker. They're very thoughtful. But we also have the card toxic. drama, arguments, incompatible. This is interesting. So it's almost like, yeah, chaos. Even though your souls are compatible, again, when this person shows up as the most powerful version of themselves, your souls are compatible from that higher self perspective. But there's almost been this divine intervention here because in the physical world right now, they're going through this chaos that is leading them to, it's almost like they're temporarily in these kind of toxic places mentally, emotionally, maybe in dynamics with some people around them. It's like they're spiraling out a little bit because of this chaos in their life. I do see this as being temporary, but the reason that you still feel them in your energy and why you're most likely landing on this reading and connecting with it is because with the card daydreaming and fifth dimension, their soul is in a sense really reaching out to you and connecting with you, even if they've completely gone cold in the physical. And a lot of how this is happening for this person specifically is through daydreams. So they are daydreaming a lot about you. I'm hearing it's almost like a coping mechanism when they're in this chaos in their own life to daydream about you. It almost transports them, which almost from a quantum perspective, it is kind of energetically transporting them from this current timeline of chaos that they're upon to this higher timeline where they are this most powerful version of themselves and more harmoniously connecting with you. So I really hope this reading reached you. If it was for you, I hope it helped you along your journey, although it's always your intuition that truly holds the key and the answers for everything in your life. But I do hope these readings help you to connect more consciously with your own intuitive voice within. So if you do want to drop me a comment and let me know what connected, I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this reading and you want to stay tuned into this thread of energy, I invite you to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, the link to download the Sound and Soulful app if you do want to check out my quantum connection Subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love. Have an amazing day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.